Hello, my name's Mike. This is Peter. We want to welcome you to Cor Deo Online.
Yes, one of the results of the COVID-19 lockdown is that we're not able to meet. So when can we do another Cor Deo intensive? We don't know. But maybe this is the chance for us to kind of develop things a little bit and move Cor Deo online. We want to provide an opportunity for a sort of a refresher for people that have come to Cor Deo events in the past, but also for people that have never been able to access anything that Cor Deo's done, never been to an intensive, never been to any events. Hopefully this will make Cor Deo more accessible.
The heart of Cor Deo has always been the God who loves us. The God of the Bible, who is Trinity, loves us and has poured his love into our hearts. And so we want to be people who delight in him. We want to be people who enjoy his word. We want to be people who appreciate how the gospel has been preached through the centuries, throughout church history. And we certainly want to be people whose lives are transformed from the inside out by the God who loves us.
Yeah, one of the things that's always been a distinctive of Cor Deo that I've always appreciated is that we can have people sat next to each other who are completely different. You know, you can have somebody who's been a pastor for 50 years, you can have somebody sat next to them who's been a Christian for a couple of months, and yet both of them can benefit somehow in a Cor Deo intensive, and that's just been a real encouragement. And so we kind of want to bring that relational richness with us into what we're doing online. But let me just look back for a second before we look forward and very briefly tell the story. We started Cor Deo back in 2011, and when it started, Cor Deo was a 6-month full-time training program. We had 2 mentors, we had a group of guys spending 6 months together, and we would study during the week, we would do ministry together at weekends. Very relational. It's sort of a combination of Bible school and ministry team kind of and mentoring all squished together. And we ran that course from 2011 through to 2015, so 5 times through. And that was a wonderful experience for me to be a part of. And during that, a couple of things happened, one of which was Mike came along.
Yes, I was in the full-time program in 2013, and for me it was so significant. It was kind of uniquely a special time for me then, just like you said, having the group of guys and really the heart to heart and shoulder to shoulder, life to life, all of those kind of things, really generally enjoying God together with a group of guys is something that I'd just dreamed of, really, and it was a huge privilege.
Yeah, and other people, I suppose, did the 6-month program and then moved on. You're still here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I was invited to stay and to join the team. So I've been part of the Cor Deo mentoring team since then.
Yeah, and the other thing that developed during those years was the intensives, which I've already referred to. And the intensive it's a simple concept. We take as much Cor Deo stuff as we can and we squish it into whatever time we have available. So it could be 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. Depends on the venue, depends on the calendar. But we've been running Cor Deo intensives now, again, almost 10 years. You've been involved since you've been with us. We had a little transition in personnel, so for the past 4 or 5 years, you and I have ran them side by side. And hopefully, Cor Deo intensives will be back once we're legally allowed to be in the same room as a group of people.
Yeah, so one of the things we want to do with Cor Deo Online is to continue all of those things we've talked about, continue as much of that as we can, but into online. So we'll be kind of sharing and enjoying some of the same content, certainly enjoying the same God, but in a number of ways to try to keep it as relational as we can. So a lot of things we'll be doing some Bible studies on Zoom. We'll have Q&As, discussion panels, interviews, a whole host of things, really to continue what we appreciate about Cor Deo and being together, but to bring it to you guys online.
And what we're going to do is we're going to have some things on this YouTube channel that are just publicly available. They'll tend to be shorter videos rather than hour-long videos from an online event that we've had. Those events, we will have the recordings available, but we won't make those public. We'll just make those accessible to people that are on the Cor Deo mailing list. So I suppose really there's 2 action points in this video. One is to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss anything that we release publicly on this YouTube channel. But then also sign up for the Cor Deo mailing list. That way you'll receive in your email inbox an invitation to come and be a part of those online events. And so we'll kind of put the dates and the information, and then you can pick and choose and decide when you want to come along and be part of those live. Or if you're not able to be there live and you want to have access to the full recording, again, the links will be in the Cor Deo email. So just go to the Cor Deo website, which is
cordeo.org.uk.
and I think over on the right hand side it says add me to the mailing list or send me updates or something like that. It's fairly obvious.
Yep.
And you just put your name, email address, and then you are on the list.